In the town of Vortex Point, you never know what you might see. Witchcraft, ghosts, and UFOs, everything's creeps. Kevin, Craig, and Caroline investigating paranormal crime. The town of Vortex Point, yeah, the town of Vortex Point.
Mayor Mole just called. He wants us to conduct an exorcism at the Rock Lighthouse.
The Rock? That lighthouse has been abandoned for years. There were several tries to get rid of the ghost of Jefferson Kearns, but none of them went well.
Refresh my memory, please.
Jefferson Kearns was a lighthouse keeper at the Rock 130 years ago. He lived there alone with his wife. His wife got so bored she asked Jefferson to get her a piano, and he did. The only problem is that Jefferson's wife only knew how to play one tune. It drove Jefferson insane, so he took an axe and chopped the piano.
Why?
And then he chopped his wife.
Oh dear.
Jefferson's wife's body was found later, washed up at shore. Jefferson himself has never been seen since. Since then, more than a dozen people were killed while touring the lighthouse. Eyewitnesses claim that the victims were shoved from the cliff to their death by an invisible force.
That explains why there's a fence around the lighthouse today. But that didn't keep the poor tourist who died last night outside. He jumped over the fence and went to check the lighthouse.
Okay, so now it's up to us to get rid of Jefferson's ghost.
Yup, I'll do my best to help. I suggest you visit Craig at his new shop. Maybe he has something that will help us on this case.
We have lots of books in our office, but none of them deal with exorcism. I'll buy one tomorrow. So, are you joining me?
Sure. I'll meet you near the lighthouse soon. Don't forget to visit Craig's shop.
I'm on my way. Nothing in here. Someone left a knife here. That is Craig's Mysterium, a shop that is dedicated to the paranormal. Craig used to be a ghost hunter, and we solved several cases together. Craig is also offering ghost tours around the island, since he knows Vortex Point very well.
Kevin, good to see you. What brings you to the Mysterium?
Hey Craig, we have a crisis. The mayor wants us to conduct an exorcism in the Rock Lighthouse.
I believe it relates to the tourist who died there last night.
Yes, the mayor insists that we resolve this issue once and for all. Tonight.
Well, it will be hard to beat the ghost of Jefferson Kearns, but I can make you a charm that will protect you from Jefferson Kearns. That way you'll be able to go inside the lighthouse. I need you to bring me sea salt, sage, and sulfur dust. Actually, I do have some sulfur dust in the back room, but it's dark in there. I also locked it in a box and forgot its combination.
I believe I can find sage and sea salt in Chinatown. I don't have time to pet Bigfoot right now. Remind me again, what is it I need for that ghost repellent charm?
Sea salt, sulfur dust, and sage.
This empty cardboard box might be useful in the future. This is a Chinese shop that holds all kinds of herbs from all around the world.
Hello, Kevin. It's good to see you.
You too, Jen. The cash register is broken. I'll need a screwdriver to open it. Jen, I need sage and sea salt.
Oh my, I'm all out of sea salt, but I can make sea salt if you'll bring me seawater.
Will do. How about sage?
I do have sage. but I can't sell it to you. The cash register is broken. I would have given it to you for free, but as you know, I do not own this shop.
Yes, I understand. Maybe I'll try to fix your cash register.
Feel free to do so.
There is a poster here, but the glass is so dirty I can hardly see it. This CCTV camera monitors the arcade. It saves the cost of hiring a person to do the same job. It's the machine's control panel cover. I can't open it with my bare hands. This machine's screen is flickering.
What a pleasant surprise. I mean, no, it's not a surprise. I knew you would come.
May I take this glow stick?
It cost $8, but you can have it for free.
Thanks. Hi, Luna. What's up?
Don't tell me why you're here. You want me to tell you your future.
No, actually, I was just passing by.
Well, too bad, because I can't see your future. My crystal ball is broken, but I have bought a new crystal ball. I just need to install it.
What's that?
That's a mystery box I got today at the mail.
So why won't you open it?
I'm trying to open it using my telekinetic powers.
Good luck with that. Nice ruby. Where did you get it?
It was found during the construction of my shop. You may take it.
Thanks. There, I've opened the box using my magical knife.
That's very nice of you. Here's a lucky coin for you. Now, where did I put my screwdriver? I'll need it to install the crystal ball.
Try using your telekinetic powers? A fortune-telling machine. Let's give it a try. This card says, I need more luck. A fortune-telling machine. Let's give it a try. That's a weird card. I don't have more time for this. I have nothing to say to her. That structure used to belong to the E-Spectro group. It was a team of paranormal investigators who studied the mysteries of the Vortex Point Island back in the 80s. The team of researchers mysteriously disappeared almost 20 years ago. They have several stations around the island, and only the mayor, Caroline, and I have the keys to those stations. Caroline, what are you doing here?
I figured that we could use the research that was written by the Spectro group about Jefferson's ghost.
That's a good idea. What have you got so far?
It's hard to decipher most of the files, but I have managed to activate one of their systems. Too bad the printer is all out of ink. It's a dot matrix printer, so I have no idea where to find the ink ribbon cartridge.
It's a bucket of fresh water.
Yeah, and don't take it. I don't want the place to get flooded.
The printer is out of ink. So, any progress?
Yes, one of the researchers wrote that all signs point that the body of Jefferson Kearns is inside the lighthouse, but it must be hidden somewhere, because it's not on the top floor, nor on the ground floor.
These machines used to keep track of the electromagnetic energy around the lighthouse. These machines used to... It doesn't work. It's the waters of the Atlantic Ocean. That fence used to keep tourists outside the rock lighthouse. Looks like someone cut it to sneak inside. I can only assume it's the tourist who died here last night who did this. I'm not going there without a ghost repellent charm. That struck the team. I see you installed your HD crystal ball. May I borrow your screwdriver?
Yes, you can. Even though my HD crystal ball is telling me that you won't bring it back.
That thing can tell the future? Impressive. I have nothing to say to her. I see the problem. The cash register's CPU is toasted. I'll need to replace this CPU if I want to get that cash register to work. I'll use this glow stick for lighting. So this is where Craig keeps the sulfur. Here, I brought you sulfur dust.
Very good.
The water level is too low. I'll need a rope to lower the bucket.
Got it.
I've got seawater.
Great. Now I'll boil it and turn it into salt.
Jen,
I do.
Yes.
Feel free to do it.
It doesn't work. I'd rather not do it while a CCTV camera stares at me. The camera is disconnected. I'll take the machine's CPU with me.
Kevin, just in time. Your sea salt is ready.
Thank you. There, your cash register is fixed.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. Here is the sage you wanted. That would be $3.
Here you go. Thanks. Here, I brought you sea salt.
Very good.
Here, I brought you sage.
Very good. Here, your charm is ready. But keep in mind, once inside the lighthouse, you must act quickly, because I don't know how long it will help.
Will do.
Okay, now should you go inside the lighthouse and look for Jefferson's remains, you should bury it and pour holy water on it. If you do it right and work fast, Jefferson will no longer haunt the lighthouse. Here's a bottle of holy water.
The gates are locked. There is a post. That fence. Some of the signs the city placed a long time ago. It only made the tourists more curious, so finally the city surrounded the lighthouse with a fence. This skull is missing an eye. There is no way I'm going up these rusty stairs. It looks like they could collapse any minute now. That's it. That is the skeleton of Jefferson Kearns, and judging by the painting on the floor, he must have tried to perform a ritual that will give him eternal life.
Get out! I will kill you too!
Sorry, Jefferson, but your power is useless against me. I have a ghost repellent charm.
It won't help you soon.
I better act quick.
No! What are you doing? Put me down!
I've seen this drawing before. It's part of a ritual that's supposed to give you eternal life. Doing it wrong will kill you immediately, and I assume that's what happened to Jefferson Kearns. The gates are locked. It doesn't work. I can't climb over this fence. My leg still hurts from the werewolf attack last week. It's a
Yeah.
That struck the TV. It's a movie poster. I won something. It's an ink ribbon cartridge. Now I know for sure this machine is here from the 80s. There, now I can see the printing.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Some kind of code. The skeleton key. That was fast. All that's left is to pour holy water. That's it. My work here is done. And so, after burying the remains of Jefferson Kearns and spraying them with holy water, I got his spirit to rest in peace, or burn in hell. After all, he was a murderer. Caroline checked out the lighthouse and didn't find any signs of paranormal activity. Case closed.
Hey, you've reached the Mysterium. The shop is now closed, but feel free to leave a message after the beep, and I'll get back to you first thing in the morning.
Hi, Craig. This is Vinny from Holy Incorporated. Turns out the last batch of holy water I sent you wasn't holy. It was just tap water. Call me when you hear this message, and I'll replace your stock.